Hello lovely people and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have some Blackjack gameplay for you, and I didn't really plan on making this video because I assume that everyone's going to get it fairly quickly, but I just had so much fun with Blackjack that I decided that I would show off what he can do when he's at his best. I feel that the gameplay I got was pretty fun and I had a lot of fun with Blackjack. My favourite ability of his is the rogue ability, and I'll talk about that in a minute, why I think it is so much fun. And honestly, it's the most fun that I've had recently playing Black Ops 3. I wanted to get some of the new guns, and the new shotgun looks pretty cool, and I really hope I get it because that looks fun to use as well. But for the minute, Blackjack is literally the best thing in the game for me. I can't wait for next week when I can earn him again. So Blackjack has two abilities, Rogue and Gambler. I'm going to go through Gambler first as it is my least favourite of the two, but it is also pretty fun. So with Gambler, you earn your specialist ability quicker than you would do normally. I like to pair it with Overclock anyway, just because you get it even quicker then. And what you can do then is it gives you a random specialist ability. So whether that be Psychosis, whether that be Heatwave, Vision Pool, something like that. It also gives you the option to re-roll the one that you get. Now you can only re-roll once, I found. I thought you could go through it multiple times, but I guess that wouldn't be too balanced, as technically you could just keep re-rolling until you get the one you wanted. But the ability to re-roll is really good, as some of them aren't always good for situations that you're in. You might not always want to use Psychosis, but Vision Pulse might be really useful for where you are. So the ability to switch is so much better. One of the reasons why I don't like this ability quite as much as the Rogue ability is the time it takes to earn it. Now I know it's quicker than earning most of the regular abilities, but for me it was still fairly slow. It felt a bit long between getting it, especially when compared to the Rogue ability, as I'll say in a minute. But I would have liked it to be a little bit quicker, bearing in mind you don't know what you're going to get and you might not always get something that's useful or good, in my opinion anyway, in your ability. It takes a little bit too long. Maybe I was just playing badly at the time and it wasn't too great. You do see some fairly good gameplay in this video with it. At some points I do happen to get really useful specialist abilities and it does pay off, but most of the time I found it to be a little bit boring and a little bit slow. Now for my favourite of the two abilities, the Rogue ability. This one is earned a little bit differently to how normal specialist abilities are earned. This one is not score based and is purely based off of kills. As you can see from the specialist ability ring in the bottom right hand of the screen, it is divided into 5 segments. This signifies the need to get 5 kills in order to fill your specialist meter. Now with Overclock this does get rid of one of these kills. It doesn't divide the segments any smaller, you still have 5 on there, but you'll only need to get 4 kills in order to earn it. The way it then works is once you get that last kill in order to earn the specialist ability, whichever character you kill in order to do that, you will be given the option to use their weapon as your specialist weapon. So for example, if you kill Ruin, what will appear in the little meter in the bottom right hand corner is the gravity spikes. This doesn't mean that you have to use the gravity spikes. For example, if you then kill Prophet, what will happen is underneath the gravity spikes in a little box, the Tempests will appear and the option to re-roll will be there to that weapon. Now if you don't want to use the Tempest, you can then go off and kill someone else, maybe get the Sparrow where the Tempest is instead. Once you have got a weapon that you want, you can re-roll to that weapon. You can only re-roll once you have pressed the button to get whichever one you want as your main weapon. That is the one you're using. Or if you pull out the weapon in any form, so you pull out a Tempest and start using it, that will be the weapon that you use. You can't switch midway through by killing someone else. The reason why I like the Rogue ability so much is just the speed that you earn it at. To get 4 kills and earn a specialist weapon is just crazy, and it means that you can cycle through them so quickly, you can earn different things, and especially since you're not locked to one weapon. If sometimes you get a Tempest, you can use it, but then next time you might get a Tempest again, and you keep hold of it and get an Annihilator instead of someone else. It just changes the way which you can play the game, just by the specialist weapon that you have. If you die and you haven't pulled it out, you still keep that weapon in your specialist meter to pull out when you come back to life. As you can see from the gameplay on your screen, I got some pretty hectic things going on, and it's pretty cool being able to use two different specialist weapons within the same life just by earning it twice. I just found the rogue ability to be a really fun ability to use, and if used correctly and in the right situations and by killing the right people, obviously that's all luck based, you can just get some really cool gameplays, have a lot of fun using different weapons and not feeling locked to using one of them. One of the other plus sides to the speed that you earn it at is you can earn weapons so much quicker than people just using regular specialists. The scythe takes quite a long time to earn these days. It's been buffed and nerfed a couple of times, but if you start the game off and you manage to get a quad right at the start of the game, you're straight into a weapon, just like that. And if the last person you kill is a Reaper using the scythe ability, then you've got a scythe straight away at the start of the game to use, and no one's got anything yet by that point, so you can already start destroying people with a death machine even before people have filled their bar a quarter of the way round. So that's all I have to talk about for the Blackjack abilities. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and liked the gameplay on your screen. If you have, feel free to smash the like button. Comment if you've managed to earn the Blackjack for yourself and which of his abilities are your favourite. Subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys later. One weapon bribe and 10 rare supply drops, so let's go and open them just now.